What's up, people? It's your man, Herb Beloved, reporting live and direct now from the Earth. I'm from the Earthmobile? No, I'm not in the Earthmobile, because if I was in the Earthmobile, you actually would see a video of me. But reporting live direct from one of your mama's basement. Yes, your mama decided to let me back in because I had her some money. She was very delightful. She's now out shopping, buying her a pair of undies, you know, some drawers from Walmart. I actually gave her money to go to, what's that thing? I can't even think of the name of it because I don't shop for females. I usually just give them the money. But anyway, she's out there doing whorish things, and I hope and pray that she gets back in the house in time because I need to eat. But anyway, while I'm needing to eat and I'm starving, I'm going to feed off of you guys in your comments. Okay, first and foremost, I'm going to tell you guys, and I'm going to keep on saying it over and over again. One thing you have to learn about just this system altogether is that the media controls the narrative. Regardless of what you think, regardless of what you believe, you cannot get sucked up in what the media is telling you. Alright? I'm going to speak on that briefly, and that's going to be about the LeBron James and his situation. I think was it I gotta look at that paper real quick. Give me a second. Yeah, it's going to be about him and this Dr. Karen Jabert. So we're going to talk about that, but right now let's talk about this Sacramento game. I understand that in a righteous world where everything is supposed to go right, you know, you play according to what's supposed to be done right. As in, you know, this is basketball, sportsmanship. I had shared that with Tam Tam on Twitter. You know, a shout out to Tam Tam. And I stated that, you know, what are we doing here? Are we trying to win games to basically get to beat our old record of 35 wins? Or are we trying to lose games to solidify an opportunity to get a better draft pick? This is what I'm talking about when I said that this organization is so confusing. Like, at the end of the day, the Laker fan base, 90% of them right now, probably don't really care about if we win or not. Most probably would care about a draft pick, which makes sense. Now, I'm not saying that you go out there and just don't play at all and just make it look obvious that you want to lose the game to get a draft pick. Now, I understand the point, like I said before, about sportsmanship, to play the game the right way. But let's be honest. This system has never been right. Everything is always going the opposite direction of right. So, in the retrospect of that, you know, there's nothing wrong with the Lakers throwing these games. This is what I'm saying. Because what is the point of winning? I know people might disagree with me, but I'm just asking, what is the point of winning? And don't say, well, you know, there's teams out there that actually try to win games. Urban, what are you talking about? That's a bogus lie. That's what the media tells you, what they try to showcase when they're out there on the floor. But the coaches know how to lose these games, especially if the front office come down and say, hey, lose these games when we get draft picks. They're not going to come out and tell you. The only team that actually came out and told you that we're actually, you know, we're going to be losing games to get a better spot in the draft was the Philadelphia 76ers. The reason why their GM was actually, you know, canned. But most of these teams do not win. If they know that they ain't got a chance to win, they're not going to win all the games, especially if they already solidified a spot that they know for a fact that they're going to get a good draft. Let's be honest. So, I'm not going to go deep into it. It's just that I don't understand why we're winning. That's my whole thing. Like, I'm kind of like, you know, what are we doing? Like, are we going to get a draft pick? Or, I mean, well, are we going to try to, you know, not win games in order to get draft picks? Or what are we planning on doing? I know, like I said, the most fan base would probably want us to lose. And I'm one of those individuals because right now we're not playing for nothing. We know for a fact that when this offseason comes, for those that are not delusional, no disrespect to my Laker family, but I'm just being honest with you guys. We know for a fact that that AD opportunity is going to come again this offseason, and the Lakers are going to try their hand once again. And 9 times out of 10, it might happen. That's why I'm not really getting caught up on these young guys because I know that they might be traded. This is the main reason why me personally, because I do like these young players. I am a Laker fan of the organization, but the direction the organization is going is really so confusing to me that I'm gonna still support him, but eventually I'm gonna probably start making more journey of talking more about the NBA as a whole because I love the NBA and I like to follow some of these young guys. All right, so anyway, the Lakers play the Sacramento Kings. They win against the Kings, and I have to say it's a little bit too late. The energy they put out in this game and also the last game and the last couple games that they've been playing was the energy they needed when LeBron activated activation mode, whatever, playoff mode, whatever you want to call it. That's the same energy they should have been playing with. JaVale McGee, this is once I said before, this is why I say over and over again, this is the main reason why Luke Walton needs to go. JaVale McGee has another strong game. Played, I think, how many minutes this brother played? Let me look. Give me a second. JaVale McGee played, he played 29 minutes, had another strong outing. 17 points, 14 rebounds, 5 blocks. I told you guys at the beginning of the season, I said JaVale McGee is looking like JaVale McGee from Denver Nuggets. And it's not about his health when he had that health situation. The health is not what messed him up. What he started doing is when him and Luke Walton got into that misunderstanding, communication, whatever you want to call it, that's when JaVale McGee game went down. He didn't care no more. You can see it. He wasn't playing like he was playing when he first started. Remember when him and Luke Walton got into it, JaVale McGee all of a sudden found himself coming off the bench. So he's like, you know what, screw it, I'm not going to play hard. You know what I mean? Because what you understand, JaVale McGee is a big man. You always going to find a team that's going to want a big man with his skill set. Somebody can give you 20 minutes. They can come in and do what he do. JaVale McGee is good. He's one of the guys that you ain't got to worry about that, oh, if I get, if the Lakers don't re-sign me at the end of the season, guess what? I'm not going to have a job. Nah. He's one of them, one of the type of big men that will find a spot somewhere else. And that's what my biggest argument was, is that when you fall out of grace with Luke Walton, it's like he really takes it to heart. You know what I'm saying? Like you had a guy that was playing pretty good. You actually started Ivica Zubac over him, which was cool. There was nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong, because I like Ivica. He was actually playing pretty good. Plus, he was playing better than both of these guys. But if you look at it right now, JaVale McGee is probably the only one in these last 2 games that really been playing pretty good. They've been playing all-star type of game. I know y'all probably said, look at LeBron, and other aspects of that. No, LeBron actually is having a bad shooting game. These last 2 games have been really bad shooting for him. Very bad shooting. And I believe that LeBron, at the end of the day, and I'm telling you like this is what I'm thinking. I think LeBron was trying to throw these games, but he don't want to make it look obvious. Because if you look at the game in the last 4 minutes, he did the same thing in the last 3 games that he did in this game. Turning the ball over, making bad judgments and stuff with the pass and all that. But the point is that he was on the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? So now he got hit 4 in a row. Because why? He didn't want to make it look obvious to the fan base to make y'all think that they were throwing a game. You don't want nobody to do that, because why? LeBron has a lot of freaking spotlight on him. So if LeBron had missed these free throws, the next big topic in ESPN or Fox Sports, LeBron missed free throws. Is he trying to throw the games? See, so you got to watch how the system works. You got to play in the narrative of the system so the system don't catch you off guard. That's what I'm thinking, because I really think the Lakers were trying to lose the game. Well, I think LeBron, I ain't gonna say the Lakers, because I think Luke Walton wanted to win this game, but I think LeBron is smart enough that he knows that we need better draft picks in order to land AD. Because remember, you lost Ivica Zubac, so on that scenario alone, it might hinder you of getting what you want this offseason. It don't make sense. Pay attention. Anyway, Rondo, look, put like this. They all had a good game. I've been said it before that Caldwell Pope should have been starting over Bullock. There was no reason for Bullock to come right in and start. A lot of people told me, oh no, Bullock better, and they was eating up Caldwell Pope. Oh, Caldwell Pope, son, Caldwell Pope, just that. But look at the last couple of games Caldwell Pope been doing since he been playing, since he been getting that playing time. Dropping high numbers. He didn't have a good shooting game, but this game that gets in the 3-pointers, he was 4 for 12. 7 rebounds. He played pretty good to me. 16 points. He played within the system. Yeah, he's going to have turnovers, but who doesn't have turnovers? I mean, if we're going to talk about Caldwell Pope turnovers, we got to talk about LeBron James making those crazy freaking passes into the stands. So that's why I said over and over again, Caldwell Pope should have been starting. Should have been Caldwell Pope back there. When LeBron James came back from his injury, the lineup should have been Kuzma, LeBron James. If they didn't trade Ivica, but since Ivica was gone, JaVale McGee, Rondo, and Caldwell Pope. With Bullock and them guys coming off the bench. That's what it should have been. That's how I look at it, because that's when you put your best lineup out there and you still got some type of firepower off the bench. Alex Caruso and them guys are not that bad. They can come in and fill in when they need to. They only got to play a lot of minutes. They just come in, get starters a little bit breaks, and then they come in. But this was a little bit too late, man. I mean, there's no point of really being happy about a win that doesn't even benefit nothing. So we can't do nothing right. I'm just being honest. And like I said, I know a lot of fans might disagree, but it's all good because we all have our own opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's the thing about me. That's the thing I wanted to point out. And also, Sacramento King, man. The dude Bagley, man, he was killing, man. 11 rebounds, 1 block, 25 points. Had a lot of dunks, man. It looked good. But Bogdanovic, I mean, when they had, remember in the last sequence when they got like 3 offensive rebounds, and I think it was Bogdanovic that hit that 3-pointer that put him down like about a point or something like that. And then Harold Barnes come back down there, try to hit the 3 instead of going to the basket. So the opportunity for Sacramento Kings to win the game was there. It's just that because they're a young team, like I said before, this is why I said the Sacramento Kings not getting into the playoff, because they're young and inexperienced. They don't know how to close out games, majority of games. But over the course of time, if the Sacramento Kings front office stay with this squad and build around what they got, Sacramento Kings are going to be a pretty good team. I'm just going to be honest with you. They look like a pretty good team. They're not that bad. You know, they're right there. You know what I'm saying? You don't break up something that's right there. They're right there. They're not that far off. So, you know, kudos to the Sacramento Kings, though. Y'all played pretty good. You know, for those that did play, De'Aaron Fox, De'Aaron Fox ain't really do too much. Bobby Fields, he's still, he constantly make mistakes, man. You know, right, like, you know, like what you call saying, when he ran to the three-point line instead of on a fast break going to the paint, he went straight to the three-point line, and when he passed to him, he was out of bounds. But anyway, like I said, it is what it is with them. You know, that's why we get the season over with. And my thing is that I'm watching these teams, and I want to see, with the Lakers, I want to see more of the G Leaguers. You know, because, I mean, there's really nothing to be excited about. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. We out the playoffs. You know, to be excited about, man. This is a season that I was hoping that we make the playoff and, you know, get real pumped up. I didn't care if we make 7, 8, at least we made the playoff. But, you know, to each his own, we didn't make it. And I know a lot of people say because of injuries and this and that. That's, like I said before, injuries is just an excuse. I don't care what nobody say. The injuries are an excuse. Oh yeah, well, you know, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and LeBron James, they only play like 20-something games together, blah blah blah. You know, they all been injured. I don't care. At the end of the day, you put people you put people in your roster to fill in when it's needed. Look at the Celtics. I know they're on the East, but look at the Celtics. They lost 2 of their top scorers, and they still wind up going to the playoff. You know, to the Eastern Conference Finals. It comes down to coaching. Simple put. At the end of the day, it shows. Look at JaVale McGee going off. It comes down to coaching. You know, that's the whole thing in a nutshell. The Lakers need a coach. Luke Walton's not the man. I'm no disrespect to Luke Walton, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when it comes to business and you see the aspect of it, it comes down to coaching. And to be honest with you, if Matt John was smart enough, I will get a coach that's going to challenge LeBron James. I wouldn't get a coach that's actually going to be a coach that's in his pocket like a AK Ty Lue. I'll get a coach that's going to challenge him. To make him understand and realize, like, look, dude, you're 35 years old. We know that you're pretty good playing with the ball in your hand, but let's try a different dynamic so that way you don't get injured and you can play much longer in the league, because you don't need to be 90% of everything. And that's what the fan base are failing to realize. LeBron got to bring the ball down. LeBron got to rebound. LeBron got to make assists. LeBron got to make the shot. He don't need to do everything. It's the exact same thing I keep telling you guys about Kobe Bryant. Pride before the fall. When you sit there and you make it seem like it's all about you, that's when the falls start to happen. Kobe Bryant, like I said before, his last year when he was injured, got butthurt because ESPN said something about him being the 100th or whatever man in the league. You know, and then we got pissed off when he wanted to start. And then Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak backed him up, said that, oh, Kobe, you know, all the young players are going to take a backseat to Kobe. And that's why I keep telling fans, when you come up and say the young players are trash, you got to look at the aspect of who they're running with. I'm not calling LeBron or Kobe trash. Please do not misconstrue my words or take them out of context. What I'm basically saying is that sometimes you got to know when to take a back seat and let the young players roll. You're going to give away a bunch of young players for a guy, and I keep telling y'all guys this, and mark my words, y'all will come back and say, Arab, you was right. You're going to give away your whole freaking farm for a guy who has not did anything for the Pelicans, but took him to the first round. Besides the second round, but that was with Rondo. But took him to the second round. Probably how many times he made to the playoffs? I'm not even going to quote it. But basically, in order to win games, you have to be on the floor at least 85% of the time. This guy's on the floor probably 65% of the time. He is known to be injured. I'm talking about Anthony Davis. When you're talking about giving up Brandon Ingram, who's going to be a star. Kuzma, under the right coaching, is going to be a star. Forget what y'all say. Y'all can talk about them all y'all want. Lonzo Ball, under the right coaching, is going to be a star. Those three guys, Abika Zubac, because he's with Jerry West and Doc Rivers, who is the coach, is going to be a pretty good center. I'm telling you guys, over the course of time, when they make this trade, we're going to look back and reflect on this and say, damn, we made a bad move. Because you got to think about it. LeBron James' window is very small. Anthony Davis, I do not knock the guy. A lot of people only look at his stats, but I look at it like this. If you're not on the floor 85% of the time, what really good are you? Because here's the thing. If LeBron James starts to diminish in his offense or just his game period, and we're looking towards Anthony Davis, and this guy's always hurt, where as the Lakers fan base do we stand now? And I'm going to leave that alone. Make y'all think about that and let it ponder upon your brain. Now I'm going to talk about this article. Now, this article, now this is funny because I can't never say the word physical therapy. I can say physical, but not physician. See, I got that. I talk urbanese. I don't talk Baltimore slang. I don't talk black man slang or European slang. I got that urbanese slang. This is my own slango. So bear with me. But anyway, this woman said, her name is Dr. Karen Juber, and I'm gonna talk about this, and I'm gonna share some with you how the media try to control the narrative, right? All right, just I want you all to know how bad his injury was and is, the pain he endured. The doctor wrote in a non-deleted Instagram post. Along with his amazing trainer, Mike Macias, he was on the court in 6 weeks. It should have been 6 months. Unselfishly, he endured pain. He did not want to let the Lakers down, the fans down. But I know what he went through. I learned about determination, the will to win, how to get the job done. He is a force to be reckoned with. King James, Michael Elvin, and you can check out, she told this. I'm gonna say this. That's the reason why I love about YouTubers. For those that are not biased, that can read through the bull crap and speak their own mind. This is the main reason why if I ever get a job in a corporate world, if you're not able to let me speak the way I speak, I wouldn't want the job. I would rather work for pennies because I like my freedom and I like to speak and express what it is that I want to talk about until YouTube closes all down. But here's the thing. For what she just stated, that LeBron James came back too early, right? It makes LeBron James look even more worse as a player, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Alright, if she's claiming that this guy is injured, right? Then when LeBron James came back, and he said, now activating playoff mode. Nobody told LeBron to do that. If LeBron James was injured, and after we were eliminated from the playoff, playoff opportunity, why is LeBron James still playing right now? See, what she just wrote, it actually is damage control. That's all it is. To control the damage that is already being presented before us, the fan base. Sometimes you gotta know when to be quiet. This is what she should have said before we were eliminated from the playoff. This should have been said probably 4 games prior of LeBron being in, because then it makes sense. Because right now, if she's saying this that that it should be 6 months, according to what she's stating, then LeBron James, after he was eliminated, he should basically be shut down and being conserved for the season coming up. So now it makes, that's why I don't believe this. Because if I believe this, then I'm looking at LeBron James, you just there for stat padding now. You only worry about stats. That don't make any sense to me. I don't believe what this lady's saying. Because LeBron said, in the beginning of it, you see he was struggling, he was getting back to rhythm. But then, once you start seeing LeBron James, like after probably like his 5th or 6th game, you start seeing him playing pretty good. Only time when he decided that, if he wanted to skip out on the defense, whatever. But on offense, he still looked good. He still ran up and down the floor. He was still doing the same thing he was doing before he got injured. So when she said this, that, he was on the court in 6 weeks, it should have been 6 months. Unselfishly, he endured pain. He did not want to let the Lakers down, the fans down. I cannot believe that. That's basically what I call trying to control the narrative. The same thing I said about Jeannie Buss with Rich Paul when she said that she was about to thinking about trading LeBron. That's damage control. Because right now the Lakers fan base is at an all-time toxic high. And the organization never seen this before, where you got a disagreement between the fan base and everybody coming at each other like the war between the North and the South. And that's what's wrong. And then what they try to do is try to do damage control. Trying to control the narrative to make the fan base calm down, to make them say, oh, damn, that's why LeBron. So people who are like for LeBron, they're like, see, we told you he was not injured. I mean, we told you he was injured. Look at this. He played through an injury. This is what the doctor said. Listen to what the doctor said. And then us, Laker fans, well, not us, but the other Laker side would be like, nah, that's bull crap. That's bull crap. He was injured, and why he come back so quick, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? It continue to bring fuel. It's not really helping. It's bringing more fuel to the fire to keep y'all going at each other. Don't believe this bull crap, because like I said, if that was the case when the Lakers eliminated by the Nets, LeBron would have shut it down. He wouldn't have played against the Sacramento Kings. If he shut it down, there was no point in playing no more. It don't make any sense. Just like, for instance, when what was it like? Like the third quarter, something like that. I think it was the third quarter. They set LeBron James down, or like in the fourth or something like that. They set him down, and you heard the analyst thinking that he wouldn't come back. Oh, LeBron James, he done for the night. And then with 4 or 5 minutes left in the game, what happened? LeBron James come right back into the game. That's my thing. Like if you shut LeBron down and you're not trying to win game, then what's the point of having him in there? That's why I said the Lakers organization is so retarded. Because here's the thing. I'm not saying throw it, and I'm going back to this real quick. I'm not saying throw the games, but the most common denominator is to put in the G Leaguers in like the last 5 or 6 minutes of the game and just let them play it out. If they lose, they lose. You know what I'm saying? But you put them in there to make it seem like that you're not throwing the game, but you just say, you know what, we're going to put the guys in there to see and evaluate what we have. So it's not like you're cheating, but you actually are doing something right. You're putting in guys to hope that they can so that you evaluate them to see if they're going to be on this team next year. And that's my thing I meant to say in the first thing. So but anyway, for her to say something like that, that's all it is, damage control. I personally do not believe it because, like I stated before, if that was the case, then LeBron James would have shut it down right after he got eliminated from the Nets. You know, and and like I said, if he's still playing and she claimed that this guy might be still injured, then he's stat packing, and that's what you don't want to hear, because that gives more ammunition for the ones that hate LeBron to talk about this, and the ones that love LeBron, they're gonna try to use this topic to defend him. So guys, I'm just telling you, Laker fan base, LeBron Knights and Laker Knights, be careful about reading this content and trying to come at each other with it, because it get both of y'all fire and it's not good. The fan base is already toxic. We don't need this dumb foolishness, man. For this lady to come out and say that, man, that's all it is, damage control. Because I can't believe in this bull crap. You know what I mean? For her to state that like, oh, LeBron came back, you know. Anyway, I don't want to drag it out, but I just want to make sure y'all understand that. This your man Urban Lover. You know what the deal is. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section, tell me what you think about the article, and also about what is our direction and what are we trying to do as an organization. Are we trying to lose games, or are we trying to win games to beat our last record? You tell me what's going on, because I clearly don't know. I'm confused as a mother freaker. And with that being said, I'm going to get me a drink and relax, because I don't want to be discombobulated messing with this team. Anyway, y'all take care. You know what it is.